Hi there, this is Mohan Gautam, permanently from Machapustra Rural Municipality 6, Kaskinipur. First of all, thanks for clicking and welcome to you all who are preparing for your board examination of Compulsory English Grade 12. Today, in this video, I'm going to present the most probable questions and their answer in order to build up your confidence. To be specific, in this video, I shall be focusing only the questions and answer from the book called Meaning into Words. And in other episode, I will be including the question and answer from the book called Heritage of Words. Let's begin. Most probable questions from Meaning into Words, set number 1. Look at the question here on the screen. Rewrite the following sentences below using must, can't, or right, or may. So here are altogether 5 questions. Okay, one question carries 1 marks. Okay, so look at the question number 1 given here on the screen. Perhaps you didn't get what you said. Question number B. I'm sure they have left. Question number C. Maybe the election will be postponed. Question number D. It's possible that there will be peace in Nepal. Question number 5. Obviously, the gardener was not serious. As you have seen here on the screen, such type of question will be asked even in your examination. So, before you begin, you must have an idea how to do it. Okay, how can we use them? These must, can't, might, or may in these 5 different sentences. So look at here. Perhaps this is not sure. Perhaps he didn't get what you said. Perhaps he didn't get what you said. This word, this term, perhaps, indicates that this is not sure. This is not sure. Here is negative. The sentence is in negative, and even the word perhaps shows something not going to be happened in the future, right? There is the 50-50% chances for not happening something else is number A given here. Look at here. So perhaps you didn't get what you said. So what we are going to use here? Must, can't, might, or may. Sentence is in negative. Okay. So sentence is in negative. So and this term perhaps makes something is not going to happen. So here we should write might. Okay, might. The subject is what? She might not. She might not have. She might not have got what you said. Okay, this is the answer of this question. C, subject is C. She might not, because there is a negative not, so we write might not, because we write might because of what? Because something is not going to happen. So there is a 50-50% chances not to be happening. So we write might. She might not have. If there is a did, okay, our simple past we should write have not. Okay, we should write have not got what you what you said, right? You can see this answer even here on the screen. She mightn't have got what you said. Well, now look at number B. I'm sure they have left. Okay, now here I'm sure, the term sure makes this one is sure to be happening in the future. Okay, so here I'm sure, so you should write obviously must. Okay, if something is sure, you should write must. Subject is what? They subject. They must have left. Okay, the answer is what I said to you. They must have left. Well, now look at number C. Maybe the election will be postponed. Here, maybe makes something is not sure. Okay, which is just chances to be happening just for 50-50%, right? So in this situation, we write what? We write the election. The election may be postponed, right? Look at the answer here. The election may be postponed. Now look at number D. It's possible that there will be peace in Nepal. It's possible. Okay, just for 50-50% possibility happening. So the answer of this question you can see here on the screen. The election may be postponed, right? The term maybe, due to the term maybe, we have to use here as what? Maybe. Something is not sure, just 50-50% sure to be happening. So we write this answer, the election may be postponed. And now let's look at number D. It's possible. It's possible. Look at the term possible very first. It makes also something going to be happening in the future, and its chances is just 50-50%. In this condition, we have to use either may or might if the sentence is positive like this. Okay, so we can have answer like this. There may be peace in Nepal. Okay, there may be peace in Nepal. And now look at number E. Obviously, the gardener was not serious. The term obviously, you should notice this one. Obviously, it makes the event is going to be happening, right? Going to be happening in the future. It's very sure. So we should write either must or can't. But here we should look at here whether the sentence is positive or negative. The sentence is negative. If the sentence is negative, we should use can't. If the sentence is positive, we should use must, right? So the answer of this question is here you can see the gardener can't have been serious. Okay, this was changes into have been. Okay, can changes into have been. Then you have to notice other part here. Okay, so didn't simple past change into past perfect. Okay, sorry, present perfect. So these are the basic rules you must have before you write the answer of these questions. You got it? Okay. Well, now look at question number 2. Continue the following remarks with look, sound, smell, feel, or taste plus like, whichever is appropriate. So this question also very important from your exam point of view. So under it, look at the question. I have got something in my shoe. Next one. I wonder who wrote that music. Number C. Are you sure this is T? And number D. He has got a foreign accent. And number E. What's that you are cooking? Well, these are the questions. Okay, in question number 2 here on the screen. So look at number A very first. I have got something in my shoe. Okay, I have got something in my shoe. So here, in your shoe, you feel something. Okay, so this is related to your feeling. So obviously, this feel is the related verb that we are going to use under it. So I have got something in my shoe. So we can write here it. This is the subject is it. It feels it feels like it feels like stone or pebble, something like this. You can write like this. You can say answer. It feels like stone to me. Okay, it feels like stone to me. And number B. I wonder who wrote that music. So here it is related to the sound. So you are supposed to write sound verb from this from here from the alternate given. Yeah. So I wonder who wrote that music. So it sounds like uh, it sound like uh, Naran Gopal's music or somebody like this. Some any singer you can write here. Yeah, it sounds like Nalgopal's music to me. Okay, you can write this answer. And number C, are you sure this is tea? Are you sure this is tea? So here, this is related to taste or smell. Okay, either you can write taste or you can write smell. Okay, so it sound like, sorry, it smell like or it tastes like uh, coffee to me, you can write. Okay, get here, it tastes like coffee to me. Okay, you just took its taste and then it tastes like coffee to me. Okay, and now number D, he has got a foreign accent, and this is related to what? So related to sound. Okay, this is related to the sound, so that you can write answer. uh, he he sound like Japanese, American, Chinese, etc. You can write. Okay, here I wrote it's he sound like Japanese to me. And number E, what's that you are cooking? What's that you are cooking? It is related to the smelling. So that smell is here. It smells like, it smells like meat to me. Okay, look at here. It smells like meat to me. This is how we wrote answer of this question, right? Well, now look at question number 3. Change the suggestion below using ought to, ought not to, might as well. There is no point in. Okay. Now look at question number A. Don't take your children to see that film. It will frighten them. Try to understand this question very first. Don't take your children to see that film. Somebody is giving you a suggestion. Okay, so actually, why you don't have to take them to see that film, to your children especially? It will frighten them. Okay, the film is very dreadful. Okay, so the children, okay, uh, children, they feel fear when they see that film. Okay, so here you have to choose, you have to change the suggestion using ought to, ought not to, might as well, there is no point. Okay, so to understand this means what, you ought to, it means what, पर्छ in Nepali. Ought not to, turn to, it means पर्दैन. Might as well, यसो गर्दा राम्रो भन्ने हुन्छ. or there is no point in, यसको कुनै अर्थ छैन. These are the meaning in Nepali. Okay, so accordingly you have to change the suggestion. Yes, first look at the question, all question. Yes, there are 5 questions altogether. Don't take your children to see that film, it will frighten them. Its answer is you oughtn't to take your children to see that film. Okay, you oughtn't, you don't have to take your children to see that film. Okay, because it will frighten them. And next question is, let's not sell it, it's not worth anything anyway. What does it mean? Let's not sell it. Okay, let's not sell it, it's not worth anything anyway. यसलाई नबेचौँ, यसलाई बेचेर कुनै अर्थ छैन. Okay, so the suggestion is here, there is no point in selling it. Okay, there is no point in selling it can be its suggestion. And now number C, why don't you give it away? It's not worth anything anyway. Why don't you give it away? यो तिमीले अरूलाई किन दिन्नौ? It's not worth anything anyway. यसको कुनै अर्थ छैन, यसको कुनै भ्यालु छैन. So you might as well give it away. यो कसैलाई दिँदा राम्रो हुन्छ. Right? And now number D, don't ask him. Don't ask him. He doesn't speak English. उसलाई नसोधा, उसले इङ्ग्लिस बोल्दैन. So here you can see this answer. There is no point in asking him. Okay, if he doesn't speak English, if he doesn't understand English, then it's not necessary to ask him. So there is no point in asking him. And now look at number E. Why don't you take a pullover? You have got plenty of room in your suitcase. Okay, here, why don't you give it? Okay, why don't you take your sweater? Why don't you take a pullover? You have got plenty of room in your suitcase, so it might be cold over there, so that it's better to, okay, put your sweater. So answer is you might as well take a pullover. You might as well take a pullover. यो pullover राख्दा राम्रो हुन्छ, स्वेटर राख्दा त्यहाँ राम्रो हुन्छ. Okay, in this way you have to change the suggestion. Okay, as given in the questions here, right? So, my dear student, you should understand here its meaning in Nepali. Attu, atantu, might as well. There is no point in. Okay. So attu भनेको के मैले के भने कुनै कुरा पर्छ भन्नु पर्दा, अटन्टु भनेको चाहिँ पर्दैन भन्नु पर्दा, might as well अरु भनेको चाहिँ त्यो गर्दा राम्रो होला, or there is no point in भनेको त्यो गर्दा कुनै अर्थ छैन भन्ने सेन्समा हामी के गर्छौं, यो सजेसनलाई हामी के गर्छौं, चेन्ज गर्छौं. Okay, you understood? Okay, my dear student, now we are just going to write the answer of question number 4. Well, now question number 4. Report the following remarks beginning with "he told me." Look at the question. Question number A. I have had my hair cut. So all these sentences are direct sentences, right? Okay, now you are supposed to change them into indirect ones. Okay, you have to change them into indirect sentences. Okay, each and every sentence should begin with "he told me," right? He told me that. He told me that. Number A. He told me that he had had his hair cut. Okay. Now let's have this answer. He told me that he had had his hair cut. So he told me that. This can be written from the question. There is no doubt. He told me that. Now he, I changes into he, because this first person pronoun is according to subject. Our subject is he, so that it changes into he. He had, this he had changed into had. He had. Now this had is the causative verb. He had. Now his here, okay, my here changed into his here. This is first person change according to subject. Subject is I, so that so subject is I, so subject is he, so that it becomes his here. Okay, my here becomes his here cut. Well, now number B. I'm reading that book you lent me. I'm reading that book you lent me. Okay. Now it's given here. Our sentence should begin with "he told me that." He told me that he was reading that book. That book. That book I had lent. I had lent. I had lent. Then here what? I had lent him. Right? Now let's have a look. He told me that. He told me that he was reading that book I had lent him. Okay, this is the answer number B. He told me that he was reading. Okay, I change into he because first person pronoun change according to subject. Subject is he, so that it becomes here he. He was reading. Okay, am reading change into was reading that book. I, you, second person pronoun changes according to object. Object is me, so that we write here I had. Here simple past lent change into past perfect. Had lent me. First person change according to subject. Subject is he, so that we write here him. Yeah, he told me that he was reading that book I had lent him. Yes, now number C. I was not invited to the party. Okay, look at its answer. He told me that, this is the beginning. He told me that he, okay, I becomes here he hadn't. Okay, hadn't been. Okay, was changed into hadn't been. It is not, so that we write here also not, hadn't been invited to the party. Now number D. Number D. Okay, he told me that, this is our beginning. Okay, now the price of petroleum product was going up. Okay, here is going up becomes what? Was going up. Okay, present tense change into past tense. Now number E. I will tell her when I see her. Okay, in this sentence. Okay, I will tell her. Okay, he told me that, this is the beginning. He told me that he, I changes into he. He would. Okay, will change into would. He would tell her when I. Okay, here I changes into he. Okay, the first person pronoun changes into subject. Subject is he, so that we write here he saw. I see. Simple present changes into simple past. He saw her. Okay, third person no change, so that we wrote here her. Okay, he told me that he would tell her when he saw her. Okay, this is how we can write answer or we can change from direct to indirect speech. Okay. So, my dear student, the rest of the question will be given in another video. Okay. Till this time, see you. Have a wonderful time. Bye.